Hey, this is Jason with Call Telemetry, and this is part 3 of the 911 video series. As a sneak peek, today we're going to be using QR codes to allow your users to submit location data so you can build an accurate E911 database. But first, a quick recap. We created our first policy, 911 demo. We linked it to Callmanager with the Curry API. We created a rule for 911. We have alerts going to email and WebEx Teams with data here that's filled in automatically in real time. We're also populating the address text, the near, and the location variables. We filled in the address variables over here at the 911 manager, and we have our name of the building, the street address, the near indicator, which is coming from the switch, as well as switch and port indicators here. So let's talk ports. These ports are discovered directly through the phone's web interface through CDP and LLDP information that's exposed on the phone's IP address. There's no SNMP involved. So let's take a look at the ports that have been discovered. As the system scans all the phones, it builds a switch to port database. We can add text to that location field by going here. So let's add second floor room 201. All right, let's take a look at our 911 manager and see what that looks like. So now for this phone, we have both a street address, a near indicator on the second floor, and a room level location identifier. Now that was great. We as admins can do that. But let's take that down to the user level with the QR code. Before we take a look at the service on the phone, let's add it to Callmanager and push it out to all the phones. It's very simple. Let's click Settings, E911 Integrations, and copy that URL. Let's take it to Callmanager and go to the IP Phone Services page. Give it a quick name, E911, paste in the URL, and click Enable and Enterprise Subscription so it pushes it out to all the phones. On the phone, the user would choose their Services button and then E911 location. They can confirm the address, or if they press No, they get presented with a QR code. They can scan that with their smartphone, and it looks like this. And they simply click that link at the top. And this is what the user sees when they click the link. There's no authentication to worry about here. We're just collecting an anonymous submission. Call Telemetry already knows everything about the phone and the port. We could add a new address if we wanted to, if the phone was off-premise. We won't do that in this example. So let's hit yes that we are at this address. And then this is the near switch, and this is the port level or phone level, which we typed in second floor room 201. So let's submit our own, and let's change that to second floor room 202. So let's take a look in Call Telemetry and see what we got. And we're back at Call Telemetry, and you can see that the location has been updated to room 202. If we click on the ports, we can see that that has been updated to 202 also. So what this means is that the users are submitting locations for their port, not their phone. So if a new phone is plugged in, it will automatically pick up this location. The exception to this is if the phone is off-premise and we can't scan the web page to get the port. So the location text will not be stored here. It will be stored under the phone object itself. And if that was to be present, it would be stored here as user data, separate from the port data. Many popular Cisco phones can generate QR codes, including as far back as the 7945 from 2007. In my small lab, I have the 9900s, 8800s, 8900s, as well as the IP communicators. They can generate them also. If the phone is not capable of displaying a QR code like the 7821, Call Telemetry detects that and will present an alternative menu that's coming in the future, perhaps a small 6-digit code you can enter on a website, or maybe QR code stickers that you can place on the phone directly to get to the same menu. And that wraps up part 3. We've gone from adding an instant 911 alert to adding address and switch location to getting down to the port level and the phone location, as well as adding a crowdsourced way for your users or technicians to submit and build an accurate E911 database, and to get that data into real-time alerts. Don't forget the like button or subscribe if you like where this is headed. Thanks.